Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Esther NJ here. I do hope you're well and you are enjoying your day thus far. Today's video is going to be a bit different from my normal videos. I'm going to be doing a quick get ready with me. This is my everyday makeup look. So without further ado, let us get started. And I'm also going to talk about a recent award that I received last weekend, and I'll talk a bit more about that later when I get all glammed up for you. But yes, I'll see you very soon. Hey everyone, so the first thing I'm going to use is the Hydrating Primer by Natural Collection. If it doesn't focus, I'm just going to write down all the links that you need to know so that you can find it in your own time. So what I'm going to do now is basically just apply a bit of primer onto everywhere on my face. I'm going to be using a mirror here because I can't focus on the lens and do my makeup at the same time, so I will be looking at this mirror and then I'll be coming back from time to time just to show you the progress. So what I do is basically tap just to make sure that everything absorbs very well. And this primer, you can find it in Boots as well. But as mentioned, I'll list everything in the description bar below. I tend not to kind of like wipe. Before I used to wipe my primer in, but now I like to just gently tap it in because I feel like it really gives it that natural glow. And then the next thing I'm going to do is use a clear brow brush, and this is just to basically flatten the eyebrows and put it in place. And I also use it on my eyelashes as well. Okay. When I tell you, the mirror is literally just there, but it feels like it's far away from me. So the next item I'm using is NYX Milk Latte Eye Primer. This is really good if you want really nice bold eyes. It's definitely important to invest in a really good eye primer, and I usually do it on my smile lines as well. And then I also gently tap it in as well. And then just my eyes. This is going to be a very natural, simple, everyday look, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay. So now I'm going to use the Rimmel Lasting Matte Concealer. So just to give you an update, I'm actually not using foundation as much as I used to. So I stopped using foundation last year, July, because I felt like it was very heavy for my skin. And ever since I've used the concealer with my MAC powder, it's done me so well that these two can actually be a combination of foundation. So you'll see when I finish the actual look. So I just tap it like that. Okay, I try not to put too much as well because the eye area, as we know, is very sensitive. So what I'm going to do now is use a sponge, and sometimes I tend to use the vitamin C spray just to give it a bit of softness. But this sponge is really soft. I got it from Stratford. Can't remember the name of the company, but when I do, I'll put it down in the description bar as well. And then what I do is basically look up just to make sure everything is absorbing in the eye. And then also tap above. And then the next one as well. Okay. And then what I will do after this is just put a little bit of concealer on some of the areas that I just need covering a little bit. Thankfully it's not too much, so it's okay. I usually do it on my smile lines as well. And that's probably it. Yeah. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is use one of my brushes to basically just blend it all in place. And then now what I'm going to do is put a bit of the powder on some of the areas that I just want to cover up a bit more. Starting with my eyes, in fact. It's all about the process. Always about the process. One thing to also bear in mind is when you're putting on powder or even concealer or foundation, just make sure that you are covering your neck very well and the bottom of your chin as well, because sometimes it can be easy to forget it and then it looks different, especially when taking photos. So be very mindful of that as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a kind of large brush, and I'm just going to sweep my face with the MAC Studio Fix as well. So just to give the coverage a bit more fullness. Now what I'm going to do next is to start off with my eyebrows. So I will basically just be combing it out. Okay, and then I'm going to be using the NYX Tame and Frame to fill in my eyebrows. I usually don't do my makeup sitting down, so me doing this for the first time is actually an achievement because I tend to stand, but for the purpose of this video I would need to sit because the direction of the camera is requiring me to sit. So what I'll do now is blend it in with the spoolie. So what I'm going to do now is use the other side of the spoolie brush, which is a slanted brush, and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I try not to use too much concealer on my eyebrows because I like it to have that natural look. Trying to scoop every single concealer out of here. I've got another one, but I'm the kind of person that I like to make sure everything is finished before I move on. And now to blend. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is use a slanted brush again, a bit more thicker than the previous one, to just blend it all in to make sure that the look is seamless and natural. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just blend the brush just to give it that natural finish. Amazing. I might touch up on my brushes later, but I try my best not to do too much to it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is use my Revolution palette. And then after, I will use a eyeshadow brush to also just sweep through the crease of my eye with a light purple. Okay. Afterwards, I am going to use my eyeliner. This one I need pure focus. Now I'm going to use my waterproof mascara from Natural Collection. Okay. Okay, and the next side. And then also just doing the bottom of the lashes. Okay. Amazing stuff. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to do my tear ducts in a very nice turquoise blue. And this is the eyeshadow palette. I should have actually shown you all before. Amazing. Okay, then what I'm going to do now is use my e.l.f. blush and just also put a little bit on. You don't need too much blush at all. The next item I'm going to use is Revolution Baked Bronzer called Out of This World. And I'm just going to use a fan brush to just sweep through the sides of my cheeks. Then I'll also do the top of my lips, just to give it a bit more definition. And I also do the top of my brows as well. And sometimes I tend to do my forehead too. So now I'm going to apply lip liner by NYX, and it's called Club Hopper. Now what I'm going to do is just pat my lips for 20 times. Okay, so it's looking like this for now. And then after, I'm going to use my MAC lipstick in Taupe, which I should find very soon. Right there. It looks like that. I'm going to just apply it on my lip. And then after, I finish it off with the Revolution Gloss in Adore. Just to get it a bit more shine. Sometimes I tend to use the same lip liner to go through my lips again, but not always. Just so that there's a distinguishment. Okay, now what I'm going to do quickly is just go through my eyebrows and just make sure that they look very natural on the tips. Also just go through some of the areas and use my MAC powder. And what I'll do is now finish it off with powder and then I believe I'll be good to go. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm going to just double check to make sure it looks natural and seamless. The last item on the list is the Revolution Sport Fix Last Holding Fixing Spray. I really love this spray as it does keep my makeup in place throughout the day, and I don't need to apply on any powder as well, which is really good. So just a few centimeters away. And just let that simmer into the skin. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get ready and then I'll show you the overall look with my outfit. I'll see you very soon. Hey everyone, so welcome back. I have now finished with my simple makeup routine and now I've just put on some jewelry. Moving on now, I want to show you one of my recent awards that was given to me last weekend, and I'm so excited to tell you what it is. And it really was a beautiful ceremony. I have no words to express how grateful I am. I'm going to show you the box as well so that you can see how it looks before I bring it out. It's very heavy. So for those of you who would like to see. Okay, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. So this is the award that I got. Hopefully you might be able to see what it says because it's in clear, of course. But what I will do, it might be easier if I can leave it like this. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to bring it closer to you so that you can see what it says. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read it out. So it says Wise Women Awards, 17th Annual UK and European Wise Women Awards 2022. Christian Book Award presented to Esther Jacob for making vast positive and Christian impacts through your books. A woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. Proverbs 30:31. I'm going to speak about this award on my other page called Authentic Worth. So if you haven't yet subscribed to it, I will link the YouTube channel in the description bar below. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of those that was able to support by voting for me to get this award. It is such an achievement and I'm very humbled and I don't take it lightly at all. Thank you so much for watching this brief video. I'm really hoping that you enjoyed it, and if you would like to see more makeup tutorials or more talks about achievements and progress, make sure you subscribe to Esther NJ. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have any other topics that you would like me to discuss, as you always know, leave them in the comments section below where I will get back to you. Have an amazing day wherever you are. Enjoy this spring season and we will speak very soon. Take care. Bye.